All right. It's that time again. The debate just went through. You feel me? Y'all seen it? If y'all seen this video, I probably already saw my full reaction to the whole thing and the other videos talking about it. And listen, bruh. Once again, Vivek came, showed out, said what he had to say, said the shit that the establishment did not want him to say. This was talking about some real shit, okay? So look, right now we about to watch this post-debate interview that he had with Dana Bash again, where he talks about January 6th and that comment he made about the Great Replacement theory, right? And yeah, pretty much we're gonna see a classic case of mainstream media not engaging with the ideas that he's bringing up, not engaging with the purpose of the idea, and instead focusing on and nitpicking on words, on the words that he's using. Let's get into it.
Let's start with January 6th.
Sure.
There is no evidence that it is an inside job. It was a fringe conspiracy theory that the Trump-appointed FBI director, Christopher Wray, has said explicitly over and over is just not true.
So let me, I appreciate the opportunity to address it. I was an anti-woke crusader leaving the business world, and if you had asked me 3 years ago, is there some chance January 6th is an inside job, I would have said that was crazy talk. I would say, looking at the facts of the video footage that have come out, Dana, it is shocking that you still haven't gotten a clear answer of how many federal agents were in the field that day. Look at now the video footage of actually throwing explosives and rubber bullets.
Because, if transparency is the key, then let it be known. Say it.
Into what was a peaceful crowd, then releasing to the public what came in response to that. But now look at the video footage that was released, and I'm glad we're talking about it because viewers deserve to look at that footage. Capitol Police literally letting people in who were then now prosecuted. Some of whom have gone on to commit suicide because of what the government's doing. That is a case of entrapment, and I think the government...
And listen, I'm going to tell you what the January 6th thing is for real, bro, okay? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to let them talk, but I'm going to tell you what it is for real. It's another example of what they're trying to do.
Has not been transparent about this, which is why I then brought up another case where the government, now 20 years later, with declassified documents, told us that they lied to us at the time. And so I do think we have a government that's consistently lied to its people.
But an inside job suggests that everybody was who attacked the Capitol was part of that.
I didn't say that, but I was saying that there's...
That's not what it suggests. What are you talking about?
There's entrapment going on. There's entrapment going on, and this looks like a case of entrapment. And if you look at even over the last day...
What do you mean by entrapment?
Entrapment means that the police goaded people to do something otherwise than they otherwise wouldn't have done, and then they arrest them for actually doing it.
And you don't think it was actually the former president who was trying to get
I think that was the media narrative. Now look at actually a hard case.
We heard him with our own ears. I'm going to ask you about a case
and see what you think about this, right? You guys said
that's what it is, okay? That's what it is, right? Because, the big bad boogeyman is white people of this, white people of that, yada, 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 white supremacy, white nationalists, okay? What they're doing is that really a small percent of people fit the description of white supremacists, white nationalists, like racist, crazy, wig nat people, okay? What they do is get some of these people riled up, like Trump supporters, MAGA supporters, whatever, get them riled up, and then manipulate a situation that'll fit their agenda, right? So a lot of Trump supporters went and was protesting at the Capitol. Look at that. Perfect opportunity to make them look crazy and make it seem like they want to burn down democracy and take over America and have Trump as a dictator. So throw some flashbangs and throw some flash grenades and throw some shit in there to get them riled up. Start fighting. Start hitting. Make sure the police let them in. Let them in. Let people run in. Oh my gosh, insurrection. When it was peaceful until... somehow it got instigated, right? Somehow shit started happening. And meanwhile, majority of it, there wasn't shit happening. They let them people in. Okay? But now they can use that as an excuse, release all the worst footage possible, and now say, oh my gosh, look at these white people crazy, look what these white people are doing, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Come on, bruh. It's a classic maneuver, okay? It's a classic maneuver of professional manipulators, professional gaslighters, professional liars, okay? It is what it is. And I'm glad that this is coming forth for it, because I knew something was off when that shit first happened, okay? I knew something was off. I agree that people shouldn't have ran up in there, for sure. But still, I know that this shit was instigated. It was instigated, because they wasn't doing that before.
for a long time about the Gretchen Whitmer kidnapping plot. Suddenly gone silent after it comes out at trial that absolutely that was a case of entrapment, which is why 2 of those people were acquitted. So I'm saying this as somebody who, on the other side of this, as a biotech CEO, somebody who was even anti-woke, but if I was looking at this, I would have said a lot of this.
Nice example, because I remember that story, but I didn't know that they got 2 of them got acquitted because, of course, the news didn't report that for real.
This is crazy talk. But if you actually get into the details, I think it is startling how much the government has systematically lied. And I think it's both parties over the course of the last 25 years.
But on
the left used to be better at pointing this out and being skeptical of the government, but now it's the right.
Which is the most aggressive, offensive attack on the U.S. Capitol and on democracy itself that we have seen in our lifetime and in many, many lifetimes. To say without evidence that it was an inside job.
Look how they talk about this, but they don't talk about the people burning down cities, bro. I could literally pull up pictures out of them cities look in 2020 after a lot of them riots. But they don't talk about it the same way. Imagine if all them people was white people. Imagine. Oh my gosh. Let's keep going, bro.
Without evidence.
When I say this, I'm not saying this to be some type of white knight savior to white people, to try to defend white people. Okay? I'm just pointing out because what they're doing, there's a reason behind what they're doing. Okay? There's a reason, there's a purpose that they have doing what they're doing. Okay? It's for political power. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into it. We're not getting into it just yet. We get into it. Let's keep going.
What we're seeing now is the video footage that's come out. I was in a different place before a lot of that evidence came out, but you have to respond to the evidence. What is your response, or what is anybody else on CNN's response to the video footage that was released of Capitol Police literally just peacefully allowing people into the Capitol?
What we know
or shooting
is that
into peaceful crowds.
850 people have been convicted of crimes.
But the reality is many of them were convicted before that information was released.
And do you think that former President Trump has anything to do with this?
No, because you're bringing up a really good point, and your audience and everybody deserves to know the truth about this. Normally, there's a rule in constitutional law. It's called the Brady Rule. You have to turn over exculpatory evidence to the other side. In this case, it wasn't turned over because the DOJ said Congress was sitting on it.
Oh, shit. Where's the rest?
Over because the DOJ said Congress was sitting on it. Now Congress has released it. That's why I said I would pardon many of those peaceful protesters because
I want to go to something else that you said, which I think
it's not a left or right issue. I think this is a civil libertarian issue.
I want to go to something else that you said that I think is really important.
Don't want to engage with anything he said. Wants to keep moving forward.
To explore, and that is the Great Replacement Theory.
Here you go.
Yeah. That I'm sure you know is a theory that has been adopted by white supremacists who believe that people of color, Jews, are trying to overtake the white people in America. It has been used in mass murders from not even just America, worldwide.
If you have this brought a lot of people that have mean a lot of different.
Oh my gosh. This is what people do. They use extreme examples of bad things to try to hide behind them. Hide behind them, but that's what they're doing, okay? I'm just going to put out and say that's what they're doing. But listen, they have no problem when they're the ones saying it. But when you say it, that's when there's a problem. But they say it all the time. It's something that everybody knows, bro. Everybody knows this. And it's for political gain, political power. All these things are tied together, okay? It's not no conspiracy theory because they say it themselves. And I'm glad Greg put this video out because he puts a clip right after this that really shows it for real. The Great Replacement Theory probably came to more mainstream attention back in I think it was Nashville, whatever, that the Tiki Torch whites protesting. Jews will not replace us. Jews will not replace us. That's where it became more known, and I think that's when Nick Fuentes started, getting more attention and stuff. But listen, right? The idea is that a lot of these Democrats and globalists, right, are trying to push for more immigration in America so white people become the minority and there's more brown and black people in the country, right? That's the idea. So they don't like that because they don't want to become minority, but also because they're trying to push them out politically, right? And if you get a majority of people on one side and the other side becomes smaller, you get much closer to a one-party system, right? Or how some people in this world want a one-world government, okay? Look how it ties together. So that's where the main point of disdain and contention comes from. Now, a lot of liberals, progressives, they said these people are evil, these people are racist, and look, they believe some fake theory about white people getting racist. Oh, you're tired of not being the oppressor anymore? That's what they go. That's what the language they go to, and they say that it's fake. But look, it's real because they talk about it. They say that there's so many people that have written books on this topic, okay? Democrats that have written books on this topic saying that they want more immigrants because they will appeal to the immigrants, and those immigrants will become the majority voting power for them. You know how many conversations I had with Haitian people? And I asked them why they vote Democrat, why they vote Democrat. Oh, because they care about their people. Nigga, what do they do for you? You're a business owner. They cutting taxes. I mean, they raising taxes on your ass. Your business is struggling. You know what I'm saying? They pushing policies that are not helping you at all in the slightest. What are you talking about? Just because Biden signed something to let your cousins come over here don't mean nothing. Let your uncle, let your brother, let your sister come over here don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. They're trying to buy your allegiance. They're trying to buy your allegiance, bro. This shit is real, bro. It's real shit. It's real shit. So when they say that, then when they say it out loud, it's okay when they say it because they want them to become the majority voting power. And it's something that black people, right? Black people have talked about this, like Dr. Umar, for example, has talked about this plenty times, bruh. Black people have voted Democrat. 80% of black people vote Democrat for like 50 years. And nothing has changed. Nothing has changed in the hood. Nothing's changed in these poor communities, bruh. Nothing's changed. And yet we still vote. We still go vote Democrat. And they get mad when they still don't do shit. They say some pretty words. Just say, look at these racist white people. And they go vote for Democrat again. But look, what's going to happen is once they get enough of a majority of these of immigrants, for example, that's going to be their bigger voting group, voting demographic. Now they're not going to worry about black people. They're going to throw black people to the side. like useless political pawns, which they already treat them as. That's how they already treat us. You feel what I'm saying? Black people been talking about this shit. It's real. Bruh, it's real, bruh. It's real. It's real. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. This is nothing new. Dr. Umar been talking about this. People been talking about this since before Dr. Umar. And when they say nobody said nothing, they want these demographics to shift because they want control. But when white people say it, oh my gosh, evil, you're racist, you're evil and racist. Shut up. Cracker. And like I said, I'm not trying to be white knighting for white people, but it's real shit. It goes beyond, it's bigger than black and white. It's about control. It's about power. It's about dominance. They want control. They want control. Do you understand? Let's keep going though. Let's keep going. Cause this shit be getting me hot, bro. It be getting me hot. Cause I see it. I see it. I see it. Oh my gosh, bro. They be playing black people like a fiddle. They be playing a lot of people like a fiddle, boy.
Different things.
It's because these people don't really believe in democracy. Let's keep
very
going.
Specific about what I meant because I posted this yesterday, even before this debate. I've been very precise, and I'd encourage people to look at 10 hard truths I posted yesterday, including that video footage from Jan 6 for our last discussion. People should view it. Look at the video I posted yesterday of Biden and Mayorkas 10 years ago, expressly discussing, and these are Biden's words, not mine.
Listen to Joe Biden.
About non-white populations exceeding white populations in the U.S. through immigration, and that being not a bad thing. His words, not mine.
Not only our Muslim communities, but African communities, Asian communities, Hispanic communities, and the wave still continues. It's not going to stop, nor should we want it to stop. As a matter of fact,
listen.
It's one of the things I think we can be most proud of. So there's a second thing in that black box, an unrelenting stream of immigration. Non-stop.
Unrelenting.
Non-stop.
Non-stop.
Folks like me who were Caucasian of European descent, for the first time in 2017, will be in an absolute minority in the United States of America. Absolute minority. Fewer than 50% of the people in America, from then and on, will be white European stock. That's not a bad thing. That's a source of our strength.
I think we should be able to have this conversation in the open without using fringe theories.
But when you use the term great replacement theory, that is
exactly what that refers
to. But you understand that term is something that evokes anti-Semitism.
Coming,
and it is,
see, and look, see, now they hide behind the facts. They hide behind, they run away from the facts and hide behind these labels. Ad hominem attacks. That's anti-Semitic. Oh, that's anti-Semitic. Nigga, it's what y'all fucking said, nigga. This is what y'all said. And who's a lot of people that are pushing these policies, okay? They just happen to be, okay? But look, it's not, look, I'll say this, though. It's not about the group of people, okay? It's not, I'm not going to say what race, what people.
I'm not going to say what race, what people, doctor, and what hospital, and what media went to. We know I can't say that. It was a Jewish doctor.
Listen. They talk bad about white people all the time, bro. But when I'm talking about white people, specific white people, I'm talking about like the ones that are doing this stuff. That don't mean every white person, all right? Just like how I preach that. Like, okay, when you see a lot of these liberals talking about, oh, white people do this, white people do this, white people do that, whiteness is evil, whiteness is a bad thing. They're talking about the whole group of people, okay? But if I say something like, a lot of people who own these record companies and these music labels are Jewish. I'm not talking about Jewish people as a whole. I'm talking about them specific motherfuckers. The ones that are doing it. Not the whole group. But if you talk about it, they try to make it seem like you're talking about the whole group. Which is so funny because that's what they do. Isn't that funny? They try to say you're doing. When you call out what they're doing, they try to say that you're doing what they're doing. But I'm just calling out what you're doing. You can't put it on me. Okay? It's like a classic schoolyard tactic. You dig what I'm saying? Let's keep going. You two gonna take this shit down.
Semitism, and I've spoken accordingly.
But people who have,
but I think we also have to admit the truth of what's happening, Dana.
But
this is coming through Biden's own words.
This is being used
10 years ago
for killings in Buffalo, for a killing in Poway, California.
If it was a Republican saying the same things that Biden said 10 years ago.
When you look at the Buffalo shooters manifesto, the people that he named had nothing to do with Fox or conservative people, first of all. So go ahead.
Understand how
Somehow
dangerous
you call it a
it is?
Conspiracy theory.
It's not even just a conspiracy theory. It's dangerous because
I get you disagree. I think what's dangerous is the suppression of open dialogue.
violence.
Well, look, I think that we need to have more open dialogue in this country. And when you tell people they can't speak, that's when they scream. If you tell people they can't scream or object, that's when they tear things down.
It's the term.
And
Great
so
replacement
you and I share something in common. We don't want to see violence in this country. I think the way we're going to get there is close the gap between what people will say in private and what they will say in public. Right now, there's a gap between those two things that is as big as I've seen in my lifetime. I think that is dangerous. I think that is a good way to get January 6th being a preview of what's to come in this country, unless we're able to have open conversation without people being labeled
hear great
as a racist
theory,
and exactly, okay?
Because
look,
xenophobe or whatever.
Bro,
because of what it...
Stop acting dumb. And that's what it come down to, bro. That's what it come down to. If y'all think it's a good thing and these people think it's a bad thing, okay, talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. But they don't even want you to talk about it. That's why they immediately, and this is what happens, bro. That's why they immediately go to calling you names and call you crazy. And when you start gaslighting people, right, that shit starts to bubble. That shit starts to bubble and build up, and it radicalizes people. That's when you get the crazy people that be ready to shoot people, kill people, carry tiki torches around, and start screaming and shouting, "You will not replace us! You will not replace us!" Because you got them acting crazy. You making them think they're crazy for talking about what you're saying. You literally said it, and you're acting like you didn't say it. You said something, they don't like what you said, and then you said that you didn't say it, and then you shun them. What do you think will happen? What do you think about? And it's so funny when I see like some of these conservatives in their response to Israel and Hamas, because look at the things that Israel has done to the Palestinians, okay, the Palestinians, right? Look at the things they've done in Gaza, right? To the increasing amount of the illegal settlements. You know what I'm saying? They came and were placed in this land that people were already living in, so that already breeded a level of distrust and distaste, right? And a lot of Palestinians have been mistreated, shot for no reason. Kids been shot for no reason. People's brothers, sisters, mothers, dads shot for no reason. And I'm not talking about Hamas, right? So imagine going through years, decades of that. You don't know if a bomb will drop on your head or not. You don't know if you're going to live to see 18, 19, 20, 21. You don't think that's going to radicalize some people to join a group that can fight back egregiously? You know what I'm saying? Super aggressively? Hamas? You don't think that an attack like October 7th wasn't coming? Of course it was going to come. Because you got people that feel disenfranchised. People that feel oppressed. People that feel gaslit. And it's going to blow up. Right? It's a powder keg waiting to blow. And it blew October 7th. Now, I'm not saying that they're right. Hamas is right. Right? Because Hamas does a lot of stupid shit too. Like when Israel's warning them to evacuate and move south, Hamas was blocking people from moving south. Okay? There's a lot of shit that's bad on both sides. That's facts. Okay? Just look at the facts. A lot of shit that's bad on both sides. Okay? But I'm not going to pretend I know everything about the conflict. But from what I see, that's the correlation. That's the relation. So if there's one group that's doing something to another group and gaslighting them, making them feel like they crazy, humans are humans, bro. They going to blow. They going to blow. So add in all the different factors of life going on right now, like mental illness, mental health issues, all types of shit, bruh. They are waiting for powder keg to explode. But guess what? Guess what? These puppet masters, right? These puppet masters, they know that. They know that because this is what they want. They can't wait. They can't wait for a white person to do something crazy. They can't wait for them to do something crazy so they can use it as an excuse to enact whatever bullshit laws or whatever that pushes their agenda across, okay? Just like 9/11 was used as an excuse to go invade the Middle East and fuck them niggas up for some oil. It was an excuse. They used it as an excuse. And some people feel like it's a similar thing going on with Israel and Hamas, because some of this Israel and Palestine, because some oil over there. But I'm not gonna dive too deep into that because I don't know everything for sure. I need to do a video on it. So it's a common tactic. Okay, let's keep going though.
Because of what it means to
me, I
people
have
who
been
are
crystal clear. I'm the kid of immigrants. I'm proud of that. Legal immigrants who came to this country. But when the Democratic Party and Biden, the leader of the Democratic Party now, as recently as 10 years ago with Mayorkas sitting at his side, expressly talking about non-white populations exceeding white populations, that being a good thing, and immigration policies they've advanced to achieve that result remain in Mexico, which they're not enforcing. Let's have that debate rather than saying this is a dog whistle, this is going to cause violence. What I'm worried about is that we are going to have, I would say, I want to be careful in the way I speak about this because I don't want to get to a place about violence. We're skating on thin ice as a country.
I don't want it to happen either, bro.
But as a leader, it is important to
That's the thing. I don't want it to happen, but these people, right? They want it to happen. But you know what? Let's go on. Let's go on.
People the permission to say in public what they'll otherwise say in private. A lot of it grounded in truth. To be able to have that debate without labeling somebody
ask you one question,
a
and then
xenophobe or a racist
I'm going to let you go.
or a denier or anything else.
Let's just say, and I'm not going to use the term anymore because it is a dog whistle for people out there who are looking for reasons to go after people of color and Jews. But let's just assume is that so? Let's assume that was something that was happening. Is that so wrong?
It's not happening. It's not happening. Don't say it's happening. But if it was something that's happening, what's the problem? What's the problem? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You can't have it both ways. Either you accept that it is something that they're doing and give credence to the great replacement theory. I wonder if YouTube has that term blocked or something. I don't know. Or keep denying that it's not a thing.
What's wrong with people of color?
You see how she's trying to have it both ways?
Yes.
You see how she's trying to have it both ways
yes.
here?
Just pause right there.
Being a majority in this
Let me just pause right there. This is a legitimate discussion for us to have. But we can't have it both ways to say that this is something that we're actually advocating for. It's an express policy, and we acknowledge that it's part of an express policy objective. Then let's actually get to the debate about whether this is good or not for the country.
See, and when you have all this information and knowledge and context, now think about the southern border crisis. Think about that bill that Biden pushed in that's allowing a lot of people to have people from immigrants from Venezuela, immigrants from Haiti, and other places to come over here if people can fill out some forms and show that they have income, proof of income enough to take care of them, and they can come over here and stay here. I don't know. I don't know. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? Now all this stuff is making sense. All this stuff is making sense. All this stuff is making sense. I see Anton Daniels talks about a lot of the border crisis stuff too. But I'm not sure if he's really dived into like this political side of it, like a little deeper. A little deeper, right? The powers that be, the purpose behind why the powers that be are pushing this stuff.
Right?
But it's real shit, bro.
I
real
embrace
shit.
that, but thank you for getting to a useful place rather than just saying anybody who's saying this, if a person on the right says it's a conspiracy theory.
Exactly.
If a Democrat says it's immigration policy. And my view is I don't care about skin color. I could care less for skin color. Do you share the ideals of this country?
The Jews will not replace us.
Do you
comes
share?
From the great replacement theory. I know you have to go, but just go back and look at that and think about.
And I would say go back and look at air for the people that are watching this. The videos that Mike Johnson has released of Capitol Police allowing them in. We should be able to at least have that debate in the open and air the video of Biden saying exactly what otherwise is described as a conspiracy theory with Mayorkas 10 years ago. Let's have honest debate. We can disagree, but don't label somebody an insurrectionist or a racist or a homophobe or a denier or anything else as a way of silencing debate. We should talk about it on the merits. And that last question you asked is exactly what many Republicans also want to be debating in the open, whether or not they agree.
Merits, facts, that's what we need to be doing.
Amen. So show the videos, and I think that'll be good for the viewers.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're not going to do that. They're not going to
do it. No. Hell no, they're not going to do that shit. So look, there's going to be a lot of videos coming out because, again, Vivek Ramaswamy, bruh, that man been snapping. There's another clip we're going to watch, separate video. CNN, Van Jones, talk about, I was shaking. Oh my God, bruh. But hey, let me know what you think in the comments down below. You think YouTube going to take this video down? I hope not. Hey, let me know what you think, bruh. Comment, subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell down below. And hey, bruh, stay vigilant. Watch what they doing, because this shit, they plotting for real. This is real shit that they plotting. They've been plotting. They gonna call you crazy. They gonna call you conspiracy theorist. They gonna call you they gonna call you every name in the book. But when you go outside and you see what they doing for real, who's the crazy one? These people will tell you that the sky is green, and you see it that it's blue with your own eyes. Don't fall for it, bro. Don't fall for it. If only people could move past. And part of this is why, like, I'm very against like identity politics to an extent, though. I'm against identity politics. I'm against like the focusing on gender and race and stuff, because they use all these groups. They want people to be more, oh my gosh, this is for another video, but I'm going to, they want people to be so tied in and attached to their groups, right? And their identities, right? So that all they have to do is say, that person doesn't like the group that you belong to. So off rip, you're like, fuck them. Fuck them. They don't fuck with me. Fuck y'all. Even though that shit not real for real, okay? Even though it's not real. Because it's much easier to get people to agree with what you gotta say if y'all both got a common enemy. Alright? That's why there's a lot of people that are more left-leaning, whatever, that don't like Biden at all, but they hate Trump, so they're gonna vote for Biden or whoever anyway, because they don't want Trump. You know what I'm saying? Now, I understand policy debates. Policy debate is different. But look what's going on, bro. Look what's going on. But hey, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.